Welcome to another week of MetaZoo Weekly News Update. Sorry for the delay. Just been a little busy this week, so we'll just dive right into it and get started. So first thing since where we left off last week is the official reserve list is now out. I'm not going to dive too much into what's on the list. There's many videos on that already, so you can definitely search some of them up. Something I just want to mention though, yes, some of the prices of Kickstarter and first edition cards did go up. However, I don't think this will affect player base in the foreseeable future, at least in the next 12 months. Cryptid Nation second edition is still very affordable. The artifacts are still very cheap and they are easily pullable in the booster boxes. In terms of some of the more staple cards, for example, like Crystal Chaos, you only need one per deck. So even though the holo version might be 20 some dollars, might be expensive for some people, but there are non-holo versions as well that you can get from starter decks. So in terms of the whole argument of, oh, reserve list cause cards to go up, or cause cards to become expensive, I don't think that is going to be an issue in the foreseeable future unless MetaZoo just explodes and we start seeing player base coming in at 10x or 100x in the next 12 to 24 months. However, we are seeing some of the promos, more activity on the marketplaces since the announcement has come out. So one of the cards we're going to look at is going to be the Father Sam Barbecue Revolutionary promo. I think this was sold on the MetaZoo Marketplace as a July 4th promo, and from what I understand, was sold out pretty quickly. So after the announcement of that this card will not be reprinted, we saw a few sold listing happen on eBay. Another one that was really interesting was the first anniversary celebrations. Since the 22nd, that's when the reserve list dropped, a lot of these were sold on eBay at around the $40-$45 mark. But it's interesting, like they're all sold at that price, but we didn't see like huge price increase. So I think this is just collectors just FOMOing and just buying their copies right now before it's too late. But other than that, yeah, like we see more activities, but some of the prices didn't go up too much. The one thing I did notice was the Mothman on Cryptid Nation 2. I believe prior to the reserve list dropped, the reverse holo was about $15 to $20, and it's now sitting at around $30 at time of recording. Now, I'm gonna guess right now, just because the Mothman's a little bit harder to pull out of the booster boxes that we've seen, but I believe that is because we are seeing proper distribution of the booster packs. We should be seeing spell books and blister packs hitting most of the LGS pretty soon. So when those product hits and people start opening them, I think we'll see more Mothmans. So I would not be surprised if the prices do come back down once people start opening those products and start getting those Mothmans onto the market. But we'll see what happens in the coming weeks. Next news. Mike shared a photo with us on half of the Wilderness have began to ship from China. So if you haven't seen the Wilderness booster box art, it is shown here. So what we see is pallets and cases just stacked to the top of a container. And what's different this time is we see a label on the case telling us what it is. So this time we actually see MetaZoo Wilderness, MetaZoo TCG Wilderness Booster Box First Edition, and even the First Edition logo. So it's definitely nice for I think everyone that we can actually know what we're looking at when we see stacks and stacks of MetaZoo boxes now. So I believe these should be hitting most likely the partner stores pretty quickly. I believe the official release date is going to be end of March, but since only half of them is being shipped at this time, I believe you can bet these will be going to the partner stores. Another exciting news that was announced this week is the MetaZoo Play Network. So this is going to be the MetaZoo's organized play program, you can go. So this was announced, and there's now a Google form on MetaZoo that where the how should we say this? The tournament organizers can now register themselves to host these sanctioned events, but they also need a letter from their LGS to verify that they are actually going to be representing that store and hosting these events. At this time, we do not know what's going to be in these organized play kits. I hope it's going to be something as exciting as Flesh and Bloods, and it'd be kind of cool if they did something more nostalgic, like the WotC era with Pokemon. I don't know if you remember back in the days, you get that little green star stamp and you collect the stars and you earn promos. But we'll see what Mike has up his sleeves, and I believe we'll see more news on this in the coming weeks. Next one, Walmart Blisters has been delayed until the week of February 7th. So it was pretty funny. It was just on Monday morning, I believe a lot of people were hitting their Walmarts trying to find these blister packs. I believe it was like Monday, Tuesday, we're just seeing lots of activity on Discord with people reporting of no sightings of these blister packs at their local Walmarts. And then Mike came out after receiving news due to logistic delays, their products will not be distributed until the week of February 7th. So I guess we'll wait 2 more weeks and we'll see what happens. Next, this is a big news. So starting with Collecticon in Orlando, MetaZoo is going to debut their plushies, and the first one is going to be this egg, which looks, I don't know, it's like a Chaos Crystal egg or some kind of egg. I am assuming, I'm not sure actually if it's given away for free or if it's something that you purchase, but whoever gets an egg, you get a promo card associated with it. So this is interesting. It will see how the market reacts to their plushies. I do know this has been in the talks for a while that MetaZoo wants to get into the plushies to get more exposure in the big box stores. So we will see what happens in the near future with plushies. And I'm sure there'll be Mothman in there. Another announcement from Mike this week. It's going to be the 100K prizes. Looks like it's going to be the big tournament in 2022. That's all it was said. It's just a 100K prize. Start building your decks. So this should be good now with Cryptid Nation 2nd edition so widely available. They are still at LGS. They are still extremely affordable on TCG Player. At the time of recording, Cryptid Nation 2 booster box was only sitting at $90 a box. So without even hitting Walmart, and TCG Player with the internet, there is no excuse that you cannot get access to cards because it is so cheap and widely available. Another interesting news is the illustrated novel Chapter 6 has finally dropped, and you can now read this online for free. You can read this at metazoogames.com. You can get all 6 chapters, you can start reading them, and you can follow the storyline on what's behind Sam Sinclair and all the cryptids. And I think that is it for this week. So yeah, let me know what you guys think if you like these weekly recaps, and we'll see you in the next video.